What is up, guys? We are finally here to talk about the LTD TE200DX in this awesome blue burst finish. I'm a pretty positive person to begin with, and especially with guitars, especially with budget guitars, I'm going to be looking for things to like, and there is quite a bit to like about this guitar. The LTD TE200DX. It has a poplar burst top, a roasted maple neck, rosewood fingerboard. It has a 25.5-inch scale length. It is also a poplar body as well. It's just black on the back. There's you. Still got the sticker on it from delivery here. Still has the plastic on the pick guard as well. T4 extra jumbo frets, and this is LTD's own hardware on the bridge and tuners. And I believe that, yeah, these are their pickups as well. It says the ESP LH150N and LH150B. I don't know, those might be the left-handed version, or I'm not sure, but yeah, some in-house pickups. And yeah, let's get into what this thing sounds like. So obviously I am, a rock metal guy, very into distorted guitars and riffs and stuff like that. So I'm just going to give you, a little look into this on some gain tones, and then we'll get into some clean stuff, and I'll cycle through the pickups. Bridge pickup, distorted channel. We'll go to that middle position. And we're going to go ahead and switch that to the neck position here. Straight off the bat, this thing rips in, rock and metal for what this thing retails for $399 for $400. So for what you're getting out of this guitar, I think that's a pretty insane price point. Yeah, let me go ahead and we'll whip up a clean tone here, and I'll show you guys a little more varied tones. We are going to be using the Mixwave mic stringer here for tones. If anyone is interested in that, the plugin is amazing. All right, so we're going to check out some nice clean tones here. This is on the bridge pickup, so I'm just going to give you a couple chords. We'll switch to the middle position here. We'll give it a little more, some nice chords here. All right, we'll switch it on to the neck position here. Yeah, so as you can hear, this thing really does rip. Some things that I love about this guitar, let's go ahead and just start with it. It looks amazing. If you were a kid on a budget and you want a cool guitar for ripping a show, this finish is gonna catch eyes, and everyone is going to think that it's sick, because that is what drove me to want to get it in the first place, this nice poplar burl. And let's talk about the neck. They have a roasted maple neck on this, and I'm not sure of where they get their roasted maple, but it feels really, really good. Again, for $400, like, the shape to me is perfect. It's exactly what I think of when I just want to pick up a guitar and start ripping it. It looks awesome. It sounds pretty darn good for what it is. It's also just sort of begging to be a mod project, like something that you chuck, maybe some EMGs in, or, whatever your pickup of preference is. But I think that these, for your beginner student level, that these pickups are going to more than suffice and more than show up at your rock gig. I love the simple two-way, one volume, one tone, three-way selector switch. There's no push-pull. Oh, there is a push-pull. I am incorrect. Wow. So let's go ahead and just listen to what that sounds like, because I didn't realize that this had a coil. So that's that nice spanky, spanky stratty sort of, not stratty, this is a telly obviously, but that spanky tone. We'll go ahead and switch to a single on both pickups there. And we'll hit it with a neck pickup as well. So it does indeed have a coil split. There was that for you. So that's another built-in value right there. If there's anything that I don't like about this guitar in particular, it's the fact that these pickups come like hardly, I don't know, they're really hardly screwed into anything at all. It's kind of hard to see there, but they shake back and forth quite a bit. This one, yeah, let's see. And they are also, and I've read this in multiple comments on my, initial video about it and stuff like that, but they are microphonic, seemingly almost, you know, entirely straight out of the factory. So so yeah, I mean, that, you know, that shouldn't be happening, obviously. But again, like I said, it kind of screams for, you know, a pickup project or something like that, and it doesn't really affect the playability of it all that much. Like, I'm not getting, you know, like my voice isn't shouting through here or anything like that, you know, so it's not terrible. But, you know, it's something that could be better. You shouldn't get a, you know, guitar out of the box with the pickups like that. And the only other real like major gripe that I have about it out of the box, and this is a gripe that I have with a lot of guitars, is that these saddle screws, if you can see them there, for you to even like get them kind of sort of low, they have to be so high up. You can see them like right in front of my eye there. And so this, you know, if you're palm muting or something like that, it can get a little grindy on there. But those are very, very cheap parts, and I have swapped them out on a number of my other even more higher end guitars for shorter little posts, because I, you know, I don't know, I really like resting my hand in that particular way, or you know, what have you. But the overall quality of this guitar for the money that you are getting it for, and especially when you factor in that, you know, you can get it through programs, you know, like Zounds or Sweetwater, you know, pay as you play and stuff like that. I think this thing is an amazing, amazing value for its money. Let me know what the next budget guitar you want me to review is, and I will check it out, because this is going to fund that. So I'm cleaning this up and sending it to be shipped off on Reverb. As I said, I think that if you're buying this as someone's first or their second guitar, their first like real guitar after they have had something super duper super cheap beforehand, I think that this is an amazing value for what you're getting. And like I said, it just looks so killer. It comes in an awesome purple burst as well, and they have other shapes of it too. I believe they have the M shape and the Eclipse shape in these poplar burst colors. Can't say enough that I think this would be fantastic value for money for anyone learning how to play guitar, anyone who just wants a sick guitar at home to mess around on. It can be great for standard, you know, rock and roll tunings and applications, or I've had this thing ripped down to drop C and, you know, ripping metal and ripping metalcore. And, you know, with the right hands and the right amps and tools and stuff like that, this thing can really sound absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, guys, for checking out my video on the LTD 200DX. Hit like, hit subscribe, and let me know what budget guitar you want me to check out next.